Hello guitar people, welcome back to my channel. Second episode of Sunday Thoughts. It's a Sunday. I'm actually filming it on a Sunday. Which means not only do I have to talk to you for 10 minutes about 4 different topics loosely related to music and guitar playing, I have to edit the shit later on. Hence the coffee. So, first topic. Disclaimer, I went indoor climbing yesterday for the first time. I got a little bit competitive, so my arms are sore as shit. Not a good guitar player today. Now that's out of the way, I want to talk to you about a video I saw earlier this week on Loudwire about Tom DeLonge supposedly, or if he should ever reunite with Blink-182. And I've seen an interview with him on Joe Rogan. He seems a little bit far gone. He's into all these alien and conspiracy theory stuff, and it seems that lately that's all he's into. And I have no idea if it's a good idea that bands should reunite after such a long time, because I think the spark's gone. You know, where would the motivation come from? It could be money, but that never turns into good music. So I think the essence of what made Blink-182 great is no longer there, even if he should reunite. I didn't like the album without him, but just because it's a little bit too overproduced, for lack of a better word, for my taste. He was never good live, at least that's what a lot of you wrote, and from YouTube videos, because I never saw them live actually, I guess it's kind of fair to say. But he was a good songwriter anyway. So give me your thoughts on that. Should they reunite, and would it be a good thing for music? Next topic. Richlite. Not just Richlite randomly, Richlite on guitars, especially on Gibson Les Paul guitars. So I bought this guitar about a week ago, and I bought it used on Reverb because it's a 2010 something, maybe 2008, 2008 Gibson Les Paul custom. And Gibson switched the material they used for the fretboards in 2014 from ebony to Richlite. I'm not sure why they did it back then, but since then another well-known guitar manufacturer, Martin, switched to Richlite too. And they say that because of all the regulations, those hardwoods like ebony and rosewood have fallen under nowadays, Richlite will be the future. But it's basically made from paper, from cellulose, hard-pressed, condensed paper. And they started to use it for kitchen tabletops, basically. And a lot of people were very pissed. Now the argument there was, if you use Richlite on your super high-end guitars, you should lower the prices because you're using a cheaper component to buy, which I'm not sure it is. I have no idea what the prices for Richlite are. But basically people were saying that, come on Gibson, it's your top-of-the-line guitar, we want the top-of-the-line components. And I totally get that. I've read up on some forums back in the days if the people could feel or hear any difference between the Richlite and the ebony, and you know, opinions were on each side, as it always is with topics like that. Anyways, why I'm talking about this is because I was at the gym last Friday. And what do you do at the gym? Of course, you are on your phone window shopping for guitars on your Thomann app. And I was window shopping the white Gibson Les Paul Custom, and it says ebony, where it says material for fingerboard. And I wrote them an email because I was dead sure that they were wrong. And I was like, dude, on your app, you fucked up. You wrote ebony. It's supposed to be Richlite. And they wrote back, nope. Couple of days ago, Gibson changed it back to ebony. So once I was home, I went on the homepage, and yep, it's true. The 2019, I don't know when they changed. They don't say on their homepage. Gibson Les Paul Customs went back to using ebony instead of Richlite for their fingerboards or fretboards. Is that because of the new management? Are they listening to their customers? Is that a good sign? The Richlite topic has been discussed endlessly on the internet, and you can find arguments for both sides. As I said, it's not only Gibson, also Martin, who I don't play a lot of acoustic guitar, but from what I understand, Martin knows their shit, and they do use Richlite. But Gibson went back because a lot of people complained, which I get. When you pay top dollars, you want top materials. What are your thoughts on that? Discuss. Amp sims, especially plugins that simulate amps, they've gotten really good over the last 5 years or something. A lot of people are using them. Ola England uses them in the live setup. I use them all the time when recording ideas. I'm a little bit old school. I prefer amps, but they have gotten to a point where they are really good, Now, there's a company that I totally forgot the name, but I will put a picture of the product or something up here, that makes a plugin that basically does the same for guitars. Now, here's what they are doing. You plug in any crappy old guitar, and a guitar simulator pops up, and you can choose the pickups, the woods, the body shape, everything, and then it simulates the sound that you put in. As far as I understand, if that really works, you just need to get some sort of signal into your interface and magic does the rest. I will see how much it is and maybe I'll try it out if it's not too expensive, because I'm not a fan of that kind of thing, and I'll review it for you. But just for the sake of the argument or the discussion, let's say it works. Let's say you can plug in any old guitar and make it sound like any other guitar you want. What does that say for the future of the guitar industry? I'm a little bit scared here. Maybe it's crappy now, but give it 5 more years, like with the amp sims back in the days they were shit, and now? What does that mean? Will we all playing plastic guitars with crappy pickups? Just get a signal in and then let magic do the rest? Let me know what you think about that. Last topic for today, before I leave you be on this beautiful Sunday. I want to talk about the Pussy Melter and the Poontang Boomerang pedals by Steel Panther. Now, for those of you who do not know Steel Panther, this is important. Steel Panther is a parody band. It's a comedy band. They are trying to, their act, if you want to call it that way, is that of a super sexual 80s hair metal band, with like spandex leggings and super big hair and flashy shows and stuff like that. And every song of theirs is super explicitly about just sex. But it's an act. They're trying to be funny, a parody band. It's not to be taken serious, all right? And in that context, they came out with 2 pedals. And one is called the Pussy Melter. And it's pink, and it's a distortion pedal. And it's over the top, like Steel Panther are over the top. They are like a don't know the English word. Caricature? But you know what I mean. They're like a cartoon version of themselves. So now I saw this video by Spectre Sound Studios, where somebody wrote Glenn that he had to take his Pussy Melter pedal off of reverb. And that's when I think it gets a little bit too far. A lot of people are offended by that pedal, but they should be offended by the Pussy Wagon from Kill Bill, by the way, then too, because it's the same kind of concept. The thing is that it's hypocritical of reverb, because they have a lot of other products that use Pussy in their name, and they don't have to be taken down this one pedal has to. Just because at the moment there are a lot of people who are bitching about this pedal on the internet. And they might not even be the majority of people. They might just be a small group who are super offended that a comedy parody group called a guitar pedal Pussy Melter. Really? Everybody, I mean, come on, you have a right to be offended. I don't want to take that away from anybody. If you like to spend your days being offended, good for you. Do you. I don't care. But should you scream so loudly about you being offended that reverb takes pedals down? And what does it say about the reverb policy? As soon as somebody's offended by something, if I write them that I think Les Paul is like a big phallic symbol that penetrates the body of a woman, would they stop selling all Les Pauls? I think it's just gone too far. But that's my 2 cents. Discuss. Alright folks, that's it for today. Coffee's empty. Crappy guitar playing been demonstrated. 4 topics discussed. I'll leave you be on this beautiful Sunday because I have to edit this video now, which I am super motivated to do. Just in case you were wondering, yes, I have been drinking heavily last night and the night no, not even last night, but the night before and the night before that. Not at home, not alone. I was out with people, you know how you do. And now I'll take my laptop, go in front of my TV, put on some kind of show and edit. And I don't know why I even told you that. If you like this concept, this series, me talking about stuff that's loosely related to anything music, let me know, because then I might consider continue doing it. I'm out, folks. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by.